Good morning and welcome back to Coffee Break. Merry Christmas!
Yes, the Christmas season is upon us, and that means gift giving.
Woo!
Woo!
I do really love giving gifts, but sometimes it can be daunting. I think you know exactly what we're going to recommend you give people.
Books. All the books.
Give everyone books.
They really do make the perfect gift, though.
Yes.
The only tricky thing about giving books is that what you give to someone says a lot about what you think about them. It says their tastes and their preferences, so it's important to give the right one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we just thought that it might be helpful if we presented to you some of the books that we are giving as gifts.
Yeah, kind of get you inspired for your holiday shopping.
Yeah. So you're giving your mom a book.
Yes, I am.
What are you giving her?
It's called Anna's Heaven, and this is a book that we came out with this fall. And I have a copy in my apartment, and she saw it and she just fell in love with the artwork.
I mean, how could you not?
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. So, I mean, the plot isn't really tailored to her because it's kind of a book about death and dying, and it handles it really well. But it's specifically the mom character. So it's like, are you sure you want this? Yes. Okay. All right. So, she made it easy for me.
She has good taste.
Yeah. What about you? Who's first on your list?
I am going to give The Right Word.
As everyone else is.
Everyone's probably going to give this book to someone. If you don't remember from when we talked about it earlier, this is a picture book biography about Peter Mark Roget, who invented the thesaurus. My brother loves words, and there's so much fun wordplay and lists, and I think he would just really relate to Peter Mark Roget.
Yeah.
He was an English major in college, and anyone who's ever been an English major or really just loves words in general would love this book.
This is a book that I'm going to be giving to my best friend's son, and it's called Uh-Oh. And he is nearly 2, and he's in that stage where he has to explore absolutely everything. Like, if it looks breakable, that's what I want. And this is a story about this adorable little dinosaur. He's just having fun, jumping on the couch, and then he falls and knocks over a plant. So he has to clean it up, and then as he's trying to clean it up, he knocks over the milk jug, and so he has to clean that up. And
it's just perfect for kids at that age.
It really is.
I mean, they can relate to it, and the only words in the book are uh-oh, which just makes it extra fun. Yeah,
it's easy for them to grasp, and it holds their interest. And it's also good for the parents because they know exactly what the dinosaur parents are going through.
On that note, I also have a child to give gifts to. Not my own. That sounded really weird when I said that. But I have a few nieces and nephews, and this is one of my favorite of our younger kid books.
I love this book.
Little Naomi, Little Chick. And so one of my nieces is 2.5, somewhere around there. And I just think she would have a lot of fun following around Little Naomi and Little Chick. Where was the one?
I think the great thing about this book is that, you never see interaction between Naomi and the little chick on the farm, but their adventures throughout the day are so similar.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant to see them side by side. It's so cute.
So Little Naomi is on the swing set at school, and Little Chick is falling into the milk bucket.
Yeah, having a swing of his own.
So I just think it's perfect for her age.
Yeah. It's got a kind of sweet energy to it.
Yeah, and she definitely has energy.
One of my cousins, Ashley, she's a college student, and she's studying art. She's a really, really great artist, but she still loves reading YA novels, even though she's a college student. So I've got a couple YA novels for her that kind of feature really smart, awesome heroines that both focus on art. So Crazy is a girl dealing with her mother's mental illness, and so she's kind of trying to work through things through her art. And then this one, Less Than Perfect Peace, it's kind of the aftermath of World War II, and it shows, how the world was kind of trying to pick itself up. And there's a bit of a PTSD angle, and so she's kind of dealing with everything and trying to make something beautiful out of the aftermath.
Right.
So
my friend Josh is a history buff. He always has fascinating facts about the most crazy things that I would never think to research, but it's really fun that he always has new things to tell us. But he's also really interested in fantasy, and I think the perfect blend of that is our book, Questionable Creatures.
Oh, yeah.
Which is from our backlist. And I was so excited when I saw this on our backlist because I think it's like the coolest book ever. It's a bestiary, and back in the Middle Ages, monks would write, I mean, they were pretty much the only ones who wrote things because they were the only educated folk in those times.
And other people were busy trying to survive plagues and everything.
Right,
so
also that. But because people couldn't travel the world and find out for themselves what creatures there were throughout the world, monks would write bestiaries explaining what animals existed and what they knew about them, and now we know that they were pretty far off in some ways.
Well, you've got normal animals in here like horse and camel, but then you have like...
Yeah, so we have camel on one page, and it's fun because it gives a drawing based on what they thought camels were, and they're right about a lot of things. But then, you turn the page and you get the manticore.
Right.
Which, as we know, does not exist. But I just thought it was a really fun blend of history and fantasy.
Yeah.
Josh also really likes myths, and we have this beautiful retelling of Persephone. So I thought I would just throw that in the mix as well.
Yeah. So if you're still struggling with what to give someone for Christmas, best thing to do is to go to a bookseller in a bookstore and just say, hey, this is the person I have in mind, and tell them a little bit about their interests, and I'm sure the bookseller will be more than happy to assist you.
Of course, you can always ask us any questions in the comments as well. We would like to wish you a very Eerdmans Christmas.
We'll see you next week.